easy. Right. So I'm on the towpath. No shit, Sherlock, I hear you say. So, I'm on the towpath. I've just come a little way ahead of the boat to sort of scout out a potential mooring, because it's a nice spot I'm in now, as you'll see in a moment, but it's a bit isolated. And what I want to do is I want to leave the boat for a couple of days. So I'm just going over these bumpy bits, as you can see. I think they're probably designed to slow bikes down, and I don't know, certainly work anyway. Especially with the tyres on this, the rock hard tyres on the Brompton. But anyway, there's my boat up ahead. This guy coming towards me, I'll shush. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Hiya. That's a little cracker. I love your boat, honestly. Yeah, they're brilliant little things, aren't they? Yeah, outboard and everything. I want 2 of them. Get me 2. So, either tomorrow, I think it's got to be tomorrow, because I want to travel on Wednesday. So probably tomorrow, maybe even later today, I'll shift the thing along right. So I've got to get the... This looks a bit tight, doesn't it? Looks a bit tight up there, the exit. But anyway, it's clearly doable because there's steps. And actually, I remember I stayed here about 18 months ago when I last passed through this way, and I did use this little staircase. So of course, as usual, I'm whinging about nothing. Now, this is seems like quite a busy little road actually. I'm not going yet. I'm going to wait. There's cars in both directions. But it's a busy little road. For a rural road, they do tend to be a bit quieter than that. Oh, flipping heck. Bloody hell. I'm going to have to watch for that next time. The front tyre is down slightly on air pressure, and I should really have pumped it up before I left, but I just wanted to get a move on, pop out to the shops, you know, get myself sorted, possibly the post office actually, you know. Right, now I need to just check, because I think I should have I could have gone that way. Okay. There's a line of cars I can hear behind me. They're going to overtake now. One car. No, 2. Right. I need to pull out because there's a badly rutted section here. The car probably thinks I was just being a pain. But look at that, that's horrific. That is dreadful. If you try that in the rain on a Brompton, I think there's a decent chance you might even fall off. And this is why, for you know, bad country lanes, I do prefer a fatter tyred bike with slightly bigger wheels and suspension. You know, you can do it, the Brompton will do it. If you're careful and if you just watch where the hell you're going, it'll do it. But you have some hairy moments, and it does, the bike takes a battering on some of these roads. This is fine now. This is fine now. There's just little sections. Yeah, you got to keep your eye on the roads, you know. Oh dear, oh dear. It's a fantastic all-round bike, the Brompton. There's nothing like it. What people call intermodal travel, multimodal travel. Because you can take it on a bus, you can take it on a train, you can stick it in a car. But rough towpaths and rutted country lanes are, if it's got a weak point, you know, that's what it would be, really. And that's not to slag the bike down, because it's amazing. I mean, here I am. And also, by the way, it's seen off 3 other cheap e-bikes that I bought. This is the only one that's lasted the course and get going. I've got to say, it's one of those bikes, you know, it's still going to be going in 10 years' time, you know. They're just great. You do get what you pay for. Ruts. Yeah, you do get what you pay for. No two ways about it. Right. The sunlight. I need to stop because the sunlight obscured. Oh, hello. Right. Yes, I did take the wrong turn off there. I was rabbiting on, so I wasn't 100% paying attention, and I sort of went straight on instead of I should have borne round towards the left a little bit and gone down here. So anyway, you know, and that's what I mean about watching the sat-nav, and it's not always a straightforward thing to do. Right, pavement's no good to me. I wanted to go on the pavement here, not going to work. I think because I don't know if I'm entirely happy with the way the map looks compared to what I thought it was when I was sort of planning the route. Right. Is this it? No, it's not. It's further on. I've just made another mistake, which is the sat-nav was telling me to turn, but I got the scale of it wrong. The sat-nav's a bit wonky, and so I moved over to the right because I knew I had a right turn coming up, and it wasn't the right, it was the wrong right. Sort of pun intended, you know, but so this is the right. But the great thing is about a bike is that you can just jump off. You can correct your mistakes fairly quickly. You don't have to go half a mile or, you know, whatever, get stuck in traffic. The consequences of your mistakes, navigational mistakes anyway, are less severe, shall we say. So right, there's definitely a turn coming up, so I'm going to stick my neck out, stick my hand out to indicate, whoops, and right I go, whoops a daisy. Okay. I'm going to need the navigation on the way back here. Do you know the problem is, right, when you follow navigation to find a place, you're not looking as closely at, they don't imprint themselves. There's the post office there, brilliant, right, okay. That was the postie, that was what I was after. It doesn't imprint itself on your brain. Right, so let's get this shown on. Stop number 1, absolute result. I had to pay in cash, but there was a machine there, so that was no problem. I went into the post office there, that shop doubles as a post office, as many of them do. They didn't do a printing service, it was a bit of a long shot. But the guy, it's okay, the guy suggested that I come across here to that, which is a public library, and I've just got the whole thing printed. So that's brilliant. Now all I've got to do is get to the shops. So, get on my cyclers. Come on. Oh, for crying out loud. Right. So here's the cyclers app. I think the route I take is up here. Right, okay. Right, I know where I'm going now. I remember this. My problem is the sat-nav now going somewhere else. So let's see if it joins me. So, it's done it, yeah. Right, I'm off to Morrison's. McDonald's is on the way, but I reckon I'm going to be here for like a week. So, there may be other opportunities if the fancy takes me. And at the moment it's not. I normally get a chance to visit McDonald's every couple of months or so. So I normally take it when I get it, but I had some cheese on toast earlier and I'm just not peckish yet, which is a absolutely crying shame. Right, so I've got to cross over this road straight ahead. Right. It's funny when you're navigating somewhere for the first time, you know, how it sometimes turns out very differently from whatever mental picture you might had of it. So, well, we've got a queue situation. No, we haven't. I can see Morrison. The beauty of this, again with the bike, is that if you can see a place, by and large, you can get there. Doesn't matter where the road goes, because you can just go on the pavement or over bloody fences sometimes. So, you can always take the shortcut. So, I'm going to take a little shortcut here, which is on the pedestrian bit, because this is Morrison's. Now, it seems very quiet. So what I'm looking for, there's some glass there, avoid that. What I'm looking for is where I could park the bike securely. And I'm not seeing anywhere. And I've got to be careful because this is not some quaint rural town. This is, you know, fair share of chavs and stuff here. In fact, you know what I could do? Take one of those giant ones, a giant trolley, and put the bike in it. Problem solved. There we go. So, I think the bike will fit in there. I've done this in different supermarkets before, so I'm fairly confident. Right, finish the ride, yes. Finish. Hate the wait. You can't stop this damn thing. Finish, go away. Save, yes. Right. Now, the way this goes, right? The way this goes is the first step is to lift a little clip and fold that. Like that. Now, do you know what? This isn't the time for a lesson. It is handy. The thing about these is they cost so much. You don't leave them outside. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Do I? Right. I was trying to go in through the exit. Right. So that's what it looks like now. Bit of a mess. Got to sort all this out, right? And get it packed. And I'm better off doing it inside. In case it's a bit windy and unpleasant. Outside. So the big bag comes out. And excuse me, the chain comes out of it because that's obviously not needed. So heavy items at the bottom. So all the liquid groceries, any tinned stuff, all goes in. The one thing with the bike, right, it does get right in the bloody way when you're trying to organise. You know, it is a nuisance, but so many first world problems. Right. I'm liking the look of that. Chicken and chestnut. That's an impulse purchase, is that? But I've got great hopes. Okay. A couple of bottles of beer. Often I do neglect the important food groups, but covering them off today. Bit of a weight already there. So eggs. Always practical. Got to have eggs. So again, practicality, potato croquettes, go with anything, mushrooms, see how practical I am, and then it gets a bit niche. Red onion bhaji, chicken samosa and lamb samosa. Impulse purchase, no idea what that is, Ultimate in June. Anyway, £2, a 180, that better be good, otherwise I'm going to cry. Olive bloomer and all the staples, obviously, vintage cheddar, scallop, just your daily anise dressed crab, and obviously buying them for a friend. So that's it. That's all the shopping. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to wheel all this out, bag in there. There we go. And I can be on my way.